Seizing all forms of livelihood, severe restriction of movement, and cutting off the little remaining healthcare services have forced Rohingyas towards death wish instead of trying to live in different village tracts of Buthidaung Township, according to updates received on 19th January 2018. Since the beginning of intense genocidal operation from 25th August 2017, villages from the village tract such as Sindong, Zay Di Taung, Prela and other nearby villages have been totally seized from all forms of livelihood, impose severe restriction of movement, and can no longer access the little remaining healthcare services in the region. Following the harsh situation for months over months, Rohingya in those areas can no longer think to survive and are wishing to die rather than struggling hard to survive in their own ancestral land. It's better we die or kill ourselves, as we can no longer tolerate this inhumane persecution in starving condition with our children and elderly, says an elderly from the area. Since then, many children and commons have been pushed towards death in starving and lingering with severe health issues beside the military killed death toll. Similar crises are also faced by the little remaining Rohingyas in Buthidaung and Mongdo townships, where Rohingyas' death toll is increasing day by day. Burmese military torched down few houses from the remaining 100 Rohingya houses at 0 point of Tongbru sub-township Mongdo on 22nd January 2018. At 8:30 p.m., a huge flame of fire was seen at the 0 point area where hardly 100 Rohingya houses remained out of 400 houses. Since the beginning of unrest in late 2017, 0 point of Tongbru sub-township was under massive military fire, where up to date more than 300 Rohingya houses were torched down to ashes. After torching down the Rohingya villages in Buthidaung and other areas of Mongdo townships, Burmese brutal forces have vowed to destruct remaining Rohingya houses in Tongbru and Buthidaung. Extremist smokes blazed more than 3 Rohingya houses in Livelihood village tract of Buthidaung Township on 24th January. A set of fanatic mobs entered the Lambabil village of Livelihood at 3 a.m. and set fire to 3 evacuated Rohingya houses. The fire blazed the houses extensively and destructed completely. Owners of the houses were chased out of their homes in late 2017 genocidal operation, leading an exodus of 700,000 people towards the neighboring Bangladesh. Although repatriation process was postponed, but Burmese authorities' fire in the region guarantees the insecurity of Rohingyas' lives in their own ancestral land. Burmese Navy tortured 2 boatfuls of Rohingya fishermen while they were fishing hard for daily livelihood with their National Verification Card (NVC) enforced earlier on 24th January 2018. 2 Rohingya fishing boats went to fishing as part of their daily livelihood with the NVC given to them forcefully earlier. While giving the illegal NVC, they were promised to move freely and act for their daily livelihood like fishing and farming. Yesterday, while both the boats sailed for their fishing, they were caught by a group of Burmese Navy and tortured them heavily, leading to deep and internal injuries. When fishermen interrogated and showed their NVC, they were accused by saying this NVC is expired and they have no right to do fishing there. Accepting or denying NVC both became a crime for the innocent Rohingya in their own land, where from one hand they were tortured for rejecting it and on the other hand tortured after accepting it as well. These situations have left Rohingyas in dilemma. Earlier, many Rohingya fishermen were either tortured to heavy injuries or even forced to death while fishing in water bodies of their own villages as well. Bangladeshi officials have destroyed few Rohingya shelter in Kutupalong makeshift camps, where thousands of newly arrived Rohingyas have taken refuge since late 2017. In G Block area of Kutupalong camp, some Bangladeshi officials have evacuated few Rohingya shelter and destroyed them completely. Rohingya seeking refuge there were asked to leave that area earlier, but they could not move as they had no choice. Although they asked us to leave this place, but we could not, as we found no other place to build our shelter. And on the other hand, if we find any place, we have to buy the place from the local Bangladeshi. We do not have any money to buy food, so how can we buy the place and build shelter? Explains a Rohingya who lost his shelter. These families are in need of immediate shelter in this winter season as they can go nowhere and have nothing to cover themselves under the open sky with their children. Following the situation, they and other families in similar conditions are urging the international bodies to raise their hands towards them.